Hey guys, what's going on? March 8, 446 today with a toy review for you. And on today's toy review, we're gonna take a look at the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, Neca box set. Nice. The only thing that I have to mention is, I got this. I've supposed to be an original review on this particular figure, but that review kinda sucked. And I want to review this box set for you today. Also, I got this box set almost. If you wait a month, I've done this particular box set already 1 year. Really fast, in my opinion. Really fast. I have the feeling. But let's go on the figure. On the actual box set. This is of course the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the beginning. If you know me, I'm not as a huge Leatherface fan. If you compare it to others, I prefer Michael Myers, Chucky, Freddy Krueger, and always Jason Moore, because Jason Voorhees is my favorite killer of them all. But I do quite like Leatherface. He's not one of my favorites, but I do like him. What do we take first? I have to mention, you came with tons of accessories. Let's take a first look at the figure. This is the Leatherface from the very last Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie called Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the beginning. Some people didn't like the movie or didn't like the idea of it. I actually liked it. I actually liked Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the beginning. As much people and the die-hard fans always prefer the original. Yeah, I prefer the original because the original had a very creepy, very weird story behind it, which I really liked. I didn't saw the second, the third, and the fourth one. I don't want to watch the fourth one because I've heard I saw the trailer and it was completely terrible. But I actually liked Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the beginning. If you take a look at the figure, the detail on him, what the figure really excels is the detail and paint. The detail is really nice, very nicely done. Neca was always the king of sculpting. You get the very nice wrinkles and the weather on his shirt. You get a dirty up apron with the several types of blood, all kinds of scratches and 8 things. This is not a solid piece, which is very cool. Very nicely detailed, very dirtied up, very nicely detailed. Take a look at the hands. The hands are also bloody, which is really nicely done. The blood is really nicely done. It is not just a normal red. They put this very nicely realistic blackish thing in it, which makes it more realistic. Really nicely detailed. Let's take a look at this mask of skin. Very nicely detailed. This is of course what Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the beginning is actually telling. Is why it's a sort of a backstory why Leatherface acquires the mask and gets crazy with a chainsaw. Why Sheriff Hoyt gets a sheriff. Why Old Monty has no legs and all kinds of stuff. I really like the idea of it. It's just the same as I don't know much examples of it, but really nice. In a way, with Articulation, this is of course a Neca Cult Classic figures. He's also in the Neca Cult Classic series, one of the last ones. What the figure really suffers is articulation, but he has some articulation. He does have a ball-jointed head. He has a ball-jointed shoulder. There is no hinged elbow articulation, which is unfortunate. You can only rotate the forearm. Same as here, ball-jointed shoulders, rotate the forearm. Nothing in the wrist. There is articulation in the waist. You can also swivel it. No articulation in the knees. They can kind of easily put articulation in the knees because, you know, the skirt's kind of hinder it. And also there's a swivel at the feet. No ball joint, but look at how big those feet are. Really big. In a way of accessories, let's put Leatherface down there. he came with a lot. He came with a table with a victim on it. If you know the scene when he takes the skin of his face off and he put it on his make the mask of it. Oh, very gruesome scene with that. There's the gash wound when he put the chainsaw in his body and all the blood and stuff. When he ripped his arms open. Very gruesome. Came also with 2 tables right here. With a sickle, a pin, and a scissor, which are molded. Very nicely detailed. I have to say, those accessories are very neat. This is very neat for display, and it's very neat for if you're making a movie. Very neat. Also, it came with where stands no winning, which is pretty neat. Actually weird. I never saw this at the movie. At Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the beginning. He came with a mallet. Also, he came with a cleaver, which is very nicely detailed again. Very nice aged looking cleaver. Also came with the hook also, which felt now again. He came with a alternative arm, which can swavel very simply. Because the shoulder is on the ball joint, you can easily move the arm like that. And then you can put the mallet in his hand, if you wanted to. Also, you can put the cleaver in his hand. And also you can put I think, maybe there's all the way the hook in his hand. Also, he came with an alternative head. This is before he has the mask. Very nice design. If you know Leatherface, he has a flesh-eating disease, so his face is very decayed. Not so decayed as I think Jason Voorhees' face, but his face is very decayed, very dirty up, and that's the reason why he has a mouth guard. You can easily move his head like that. And now he has the very nicely mouth guard mask. I think I'll always prefer the Leatherface mask. And also, you must replace then the arm. And also, he came with a chainsaw, his main weapon in the movie. Which you can put on his hand too, which is very nicely detailed. It is small, I know, but you get the very nice detailed blood on it, and also kind of the rusty, aged color on it. I think that the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remakes, the chainsaws are a little bit better, but it might just be mine. And there you have Leatherface in all his gory splintering. A really nice box set, I can tell you. The figure is really nice. Of course, it is a Neca Classics figure. Kind of suffers in articulation, but if I get a rank about this box set, with the nice accessories, I'll probably give it a 7. You know, a 7. It is a pretty nice box set. Of course, I didn't quite like it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning, the remake. Beginning, of course. I did also like the remake of also. Much people didn't like the remake, I think, but I pretty liked the remake also. But this was again a tour review from Martin 446. And guys, see you guys next time with another review. Later.